and come on in. I just passed a new milestone of 900 subs. So I'm really excited about that. Welcome, YouTube. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well on this awesome Sunday. World Cup, Wimbledon, and one more huge event that happened on July 15th, 2018, is your boy, Professor Nez, just passed the 900 subscriber mark. And I'm just getting started. This just happened. I mean, I've been working my butt off, like really taking my YouTube channel seriously for the last maybe 8 to 10 months. And it's showing, it's coming to fruition. The hard work is paying off. And I want to just have an open conversation. First thing I want to do is say thank you to all of you. Just say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to get to 1 billion, trillion, zillion subscribers. It's going to happen. I'm not worried one bit. I know it's going to happen. I'm just super excited. And I just want to say thank you. And I just want to basically, with this live stream, I want to try to offer some value. So if there's anything, hold on a second. Let me see who's in here. Live chat. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay, so we got people coming in. Let's see here. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Let me know who's here so I can see it. Let me know who's here. Come on in. So if you don't know who I am, first things first, I am Professor Nez. Hey, Roland, good to see you. I am Professor Nez. I am a personal branding speaker, content creator, podcast host, coach, live streamer, online business owner, and LinkedIn consultant. And I absolutely love live streaming more than anything. I love sharing, inspiring with others. If you want to find out more about me, just go to professornez.com or just Google me. It's the same thing I tell my clients. I tell my clients all the time, just Google me if you want to find out anything about Professor Nez. This is my appreciation live stream. I just passed a really major milestone, 900 subscribers. I'm going to get to 1,000 faster than I did my first 300. And I'm going to keep growing and growing. And I'd love to share with you how I did that, how you can do that. If you have any questions on personal branding, video creation, communications, 21st century business strategy, running your own online business, opening up a coaching consulting business, any live stream questions, podcasting questions, I'm here for you. I would love for you to join the chat. I would love for you to ask me any questions you want. I just want to say, this is my way of saying thank you. I'm going to see if I can't share this out. If you have any questions, leave them for me. Good to see you, Roland. How have you been? It is good to see you. I'm going to share this out on a couple of different places just to kind of bring, just to spread the word, see if people want to come join us. So I'm going to share this out. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, if you have anything to say, I'm just so super grateful. I am just so super grateful that this is a big one. I mean, this is a big one. I know I'm close to 1,000, and I can't wait to get. Actually, I can. Here's the big thing. I talk about how you can get to 900 subscribers. This is how you do it. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. How did I get to 900 subscribers? Well, the first thing is really awesome. The first thing's really obvious, maybe to say the least, is you got to put in the work. You have absolutely got to put in the work. You are not going to just get there by posting. I would say consistency is the number one thing. Whether you have bad videos or good videos, obviously high quality videos are, I mean, that goes without saying, but I'm going to say, even in the order that I'm going to kind of list these accolades and list these points, I'm going to start with consistency, because there's a lot of channels out there that have thousands, hundreds of thousands of, subscribers, and they don't have good quality videos. They just don't, but they're very consistent. So I actually look at some of your videos and your channels, especially when I get emails, when I get messages, when I get not only just from my audience, but from clients as well, saying, "Hey, I'm not growing on YouTube. Hey, my video platforms aren't growing, or it's not working out for me. What am I doing wrong?" I actually call you on it and I double check and I try to go see and do a channel audit myself. And I see you've only posted once in the last 8 weeks. That's not going to cut it. I'm sorry. I am just not, that's just not going to cut it. You got to post at least, I would say a minimum of once a week. That's bare minimum. So you definitely have to. Consistency is the first thing. And you guys know me, Professor Nez. I am a content creating machine. So I am always, always creating. I'm always, always creating content. Um, that's the first thing. The first thing you need to understand if you want to grow on YouTube is you've got to be consistent. And that's the same for any platform: Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. The platforms love to see that you're active. The platforms love to see that you're doing it. Let me know where you're coming from. Roland, are you still there? The platforms love to know that you're active, you're consistently active, because when you're consistently active, this is the same thing for website SEO as well. Let's say you've got a website on Squarespace, which I do. If you're not constantly updating, producing new content, showing the algorithm that it's a live website, that there's activity, Google picks up on that. Google picks up on that, and they will not push inactive accounts. So the same thing goes for getting 900 subscribers on YouTube. Consistency, activity. I would say at the bare minimum, try to produce. Now, obviously, you're going to go through peaks and valleys. You're going to have. It's okay. There's going to be times where you may not create a video for 2 or 3 weeks. That's possible. That happens. Life gets in the way. I've got a wife. I've got 2 kids. I've got a mortgage. I know exactly what that's like. Nothing wrong with that. That's totally fine. But some of you who email me, some of you who message me, and some of the clients that I work with, they're frustrated that they're not growing. And I see they haven't created with no excuses. They haven't created in 1 to 2, 3 months. Think about it. If you go to a channel and you're interested in their content, there's something about the principle of recency. You got to understand this. The principle of recency is a really, really big thing. People like new. New wins. New always wins. You guys like my new haircut? I got a new haircut. I think it looks pretty fresh and smooth. I feel really good. People like new. New is huge. So let me just share this to one more place here. Um, that's really the key. That's really the key to growing is consistency. Make sure that you're posting at least a couple of times, 2 to 3 times a month. Let me see if I push this. Okay, so now it does. Okay. Make sure that oh, you've already sent this tweet. Okay. All right. So, yep, watching. Hey, good to see you, Roland. Uh, so consistently, the next thing is, I would say, is understand the dynamics of your. This really has to do with understanding the platform. Some people think, some people think that YouTube, or some people think that Instagram, or some people think, all these platforms. The key to my growth is just to post whatever. And that's just not going to work. And I see this on YouTube a lot too, where people just repost. I love reposting. There's nothing wrong with reposting and repurposing. I love that. But understand so for example, let me give you an example if you don't know what I'm talking about. I do an hour, 2 hour live stream on Facebook. I don't just repurpose the entire video and just go plop. I'll just put this on YouTube, right? And then just whatever. Understand the characteristics and the dynamics of the platform that you're posting on. This has helped me immensely to get to 900 subscribers. And I'm going to get to 900,000 subscribers. I'm going to get to 9 million subscribers because y'all know me. I ain't going to stop. And I know that I'm good enough. I know that I provide unbelievable galaxies of value. There is hardly anybody within my niche. Hey, Sethi, good to see you. I'm on YouTube too, Sethi, if you want to go to YouTube. It's the pinned comment right there. That's my site. Sethi's in the house. We're talking about, I'm giving wonderful appreciation. Thank you. Sethi says, nice haircut. Thank you so much, Sethi. I appreciate it. I'm giving nothing but love and gratitude for you guys. I just reached a beautiful milestone today. It's a big day for Professor Nez channel, 900 subscribers. I'm going to keep growing and growing and growing. This isn't narcissism. I know I'm going to get to 900,000. I know I'm going to get to 9 million because I am absolutely providing undeniable value. If you watch any of my videos, you're going to go, holy macadamia nut. This is not just like vague, nebulous type of content that it's just so tenuous and distant. I'm giving you concrete, pragmatic. Weird Heather, good to see you, Weird Heather. Thank you so much. Thank you. You are an honorary member, Weird Heather, of the Nez Nation tribe. And by the way, Weird Heather, I'm going to put this in the chat. You just reminded me. If you guys want to join the Facebook group, Facebook, before they start charging you, facebook.com/Nez Nation. I'm sorry, it's / I think it's / groups / Nez Nation. Go join that group, Heather. That would be awesome. Good to see you, Weird Heather. Good to see Sethi. Oh, Sethi says, that's funny. Sethi says, after last stream, I was expecting this one on Twitch. Time for a third camera angle. Yeah, well, I was thinking about doing a kind of quadcast. I go live on Facebook. I go live on Instagram. Right now I'm live on YouTube and Instagram. YouTube, y'all are just my juice, and you guys know how much I love Instagram, and I'm really giddy over IGTV. I'm still trying to hack IGTV. It's a brand new kind of thing, and I'll be honest with you, it's a challenge to grow on IGTV. Hey, needs more subs. Good to see you. Awesome. Good to see you. My mods are in the house. But I'm going to hack that as well. But YouTube is a special place in my heart because YouTube has allowed me to meet such amazing people such as Sethi, needs more subs, Weird Heather, Nick Nimmin, D Nimmin, Ross Brand, the whole gang, and Beanie Draws and Crimson Studios. Big shout out to CQ, Creative Queen. It's just an amazing community. It's a different type of community. Definitely, you guys know in my last podcast episode, I had Dale, the self-publishing advocate, Dale Roberts. I call him guru, but he doesn't like that word because he's such a cool, humble guy. And we talked about Twitch, and that's what Sethi's talking about over here. Yeah, maybe Twitch could be, because you guys know I go crazy on live streams. I have quadcasts. I'll have Twitter over here, Periscope, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I am definitely interested in Twitch. More importantly, I'm definitely interested in Amazon Video. But that's neither here nor there. If you're interested in going to check out, as a matter of fact, I'll leave that in the chat too. Go to facebook.com / Nez Nation Live, and you'll see that's our podcast live stream page. So I've got my business page, Professor Nez, and thank you, Weird Heather, for the hashtag sign. Yes, hashtag Nez Nation. Use that hashtag all over and tag me in it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, go. Awesome, Sethi. Thank you so much. Yeah, come on over to YouTube if you want to. So getting back to what I'm talking about, unbelievable gratitude and appreciation. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is a huge appreciation to you guys. I'm here to answer any question you have. I'm just kind of talking about how I've grown to 900 subs on YouTube. And how I've built my personal brand. But if you have any other questions, anything, I have over 11,000 followers on LinkedIn. That's been my primary sort of, plot. But how crazy I am about video. You know how crazy I am about creating your personal brand and how important it is. I'm telling my clients to do this, my students, everybody. So if you have any questions for me, shoot them out and I will definitely answer them. But I talked about consistency. It's funny that I brought up consistency over high quality video because I'm telling you, I've seen some really bad channels grow exponentially and their video quality is terrible, but they're posting every single week, sometimes 2 to 3 times a week. And I think this is an important key to understand. The important key to understand here is that you can do this too. You can grow on this unbelievable channel if you put in the time and the work. Hey, good to see you, Casacchesi. Casacchiesi, good to see you. I don't know, I just turned Italian all of a sudden. Um, where was I? Yeah, so this is beautiful news. This is beautiful news because if you see some of these videos, some of these channels that have millions of subscribers, 500,000 subscribers, and you're thinking to yourself, my God, how did this person get that many subs? How did that get? No, 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 no. Don't get me wrong, Casachiesi. Quality definitely matters, but I'm putting consistency. Quality, it's you cannot exclude any one of these components to grow on YouTube or any platform. But I'm putting consistency at the top, and I'll tell you why. If you got in a little bit late, Casachiesi. The reason I put consistency at the top is because I see channels on every platform, not just YouTube, grow like crazy because they're posting consistency. The principle of recency is absolutely crucial. Of course, high quality videos matter. Of course, high quality videos take you over to that next level. But I put consistency first because I know too many people get hung up with, well, I don't have the perfect camera. I don't have the perfect lighting. I don't have the perfect setup. I don't have the perfect microphone. I don't have the perfect audio. I don't have the perfect. You need to, if you look at Nick Nimon's early videos, okay, you look at some of these real big channels and you look at their early videos, you will see they had terrible audio. They had terrible video. You look at Professor Nez's early videos. Holy macadamia nut! I don't even. I'm a little hesitant to even ask you to do this. They're terrible. They're garbage. They're supposed to be garbage because the important thing is to start doing. The important thing is to start. Okay, so that's why I put consistency at the very, very top. And you guys know me. I definitely don't go longer than 7 days, 10 days without posting a video. Needs More Subs has a great question over here. Needs More Subs says, are there yes, Sethi's here. Good to see you, Sethi. Are there any channels that you helped get started? Any channels that you get that proud papa feeling about when you see them accomplish things? Students, interviewees, etc. Yes. Thank you so much for asking that. Needs More Subs. Definitely. I've helped a lot of colleagues, boost their YouTube channel. Names specifically, I don't know if that's really too important. I know that Luis, he's a tech channel. Luis has a tech channel. I know that he's gotten a lot out of my videos. A lot of other kind of clients have gotten a lot out of my channels, and I don't have really specific names right now, but I definitely have helped a lot of people and clients. But I'm not claiming to be like a YouTube expert, and I'm not even claiming to be a YouTube expert right here. As a matter of fact, I don't ever want to call myself an expert because I kind of take from the mindset that I was taught, from a great mentor, Shunryu Suzuki. In the beginner's mind, the world is full of possibilities. In the expert's mind, the world is full of none. So I'm just sharing with you what I've been doing, and I don't really claim to have these unbelievable students who are flourishing and doing amazing stuff. I know that what I really specialize in is personal branding, communicating your message, discovering who you are, and trying to impact your audience. As far as like specific channels go, definitely. Well, here's one right here. I know Dom's in the house right now, and I know Dom gets a lot of value from my videos, and he's growing his live stream channel and his YouTube channel based on some of the tips and advice that I give. Roland and I are definitely colleagues. I definitely feel Gord Eisman and I have helped each other a lot. He's a great creator. Elisa Capital says, the problem is in my eyes, not the same. Problem is in my eyes, not the setup. The thing is how to get viral fast. Wish you the best. How to get viral fast. Okay, I think everything that I'm saying right here is the real fundamentals. Okay, and let me just say this, if I may. Thank you so much, Dom. I appreciate it. Sethi says they might not communicate this or say it out loud, but you're creating evergreen content that will help for many. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Good to see. Okay, Weird Heather's on laptop now. The fundamentals, consistency, using what you have. I would definitely say it's very inexpensive to get a great setup right now. I don't think you need a fancy, this is a $300, $400 mic. I don't think you need that. There's plenty of lava mics. I do think audio is really, really important. You can get a webcam on Amazon, Logitech, or what have you, and you're good. You're good to go. I mean, I think you could spend under $150 and you're good to go as far as video and audio. So that shouldn't be stopping you. Now, to get viral fast, here's what I think. So IGTV, I'll give you an example with me, just a concrete example. So there's a lot of talk about IGTV. IGTV just came out. And so on the day that IGTV was announced, I think it was the day that VidCon launched, I did a tutorial on how to set up your IGTV account. What is IGTV and how to set it up? A tutorial. It's already got over 1,000 views. Organic, by the way. All organic. None of that is paid. And for a channel like me who doesn't have 1 million subs, that's pretty good for like less than a week and a half to get over 1,000 views. So the way that I think you can get viral fast, besides the fundamentals, consistency, working on your videos, working on your delivery, working on your camera confidence, working really, really hard, you have to go through a lot of bad videos first. It's just the price you pay. You have to go through a lot of bad videos first. That's just how it goes. That's just the way it is. And you just get better and better and better. You just practice, and you eventually get better and better and better. Watch people who are doing it really well. Watch people who inspire you. What are they doing that works so well? How do they create value? Who is your audience is absolutely essential. Who is your specific audience and what can they get out? What can they get from what you deliver? Excuse me, I have to sneeze. Woo! Live video, y'all. You get the best of the best. But to answer your question, Elisa, this is a great question, how to get viral fast. My thing is, if you want to get viral fast, is to pay very, very close attention to hacking culture. Hacking culture. My IGTV tutorial, I hacked the culture. I paid attention. I knew this was going to be huge. I knew people were going to be searching, how does IGTV work? How do I use it? How do I set it up? Not just creators, not just influencers, not just content creators, or not just social media managers, but businesses, big and small, personal individuals, who were just curious about what IGTV is. I knew that was going to be big, and it's growing and growing and growing. Now, there's a lot of ways that you can do this. How do you hack culture? Well, I think you got to pay attention to your industry. Pay attention to what are the kind of viral articles that are going on in your industry. For example, I pay very close attention to Fast Company, Entrepreneur Magazine, TechCrunch, Verge, Recode. I pay a lot of attention, Mashable. And those journals and those publications are usually like front and center. Inc. Magazine, they usually release, they're just on it, right? So they release information before the rest of the world really knows about it. So whatever niche you're in baking, you're in automotive, you're in comedy, you're in business advice, your channel is all about gaming, pay attention to the authority figures within your niche and then create content around that has your spin on it, that has your particular vibology. And that's how you do it, y'all. It's really, really simple. It's not that difficult. It really isn't. I have nowhere near 1,000 views on IGTV, never mind in first week. Yeah, must become I hear you. I hear you, Weird Heather. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be completely honest with everybody right now and say I'm a little bit saddened by IGTV, by my reach on IGTV. My Instagram account is not huge by any means, but I get pretty good amount of engagement, and my IGTV, it's pretty flat right now. Now, it could be the fact that I'm not creating the kind of content that needs to be created on there. It's still an early platform, but I really haven't been seeing. I've been trying to do what I do in vertical format, and I just haven't been seeing the kind of reach. Now, maybe that's just because it's new, the algorithm, or maybe there's some certain hacks, One thing I have noticed with IGTV, just really quickly, is I've been noticing people put hashtags in their description. And by the way, how many people, give me an emoji, give me a thumbs up or a high five. How many people here knew, hey, Flash in your pans in the house. Good to see you, brother. How you doing, Flash? How many people knew that you can actually link, clickable links in your IGTV description when you post a video? How many people knew that? Give me a thumbs up or a high five in the chat. How many people knew that? You can actually place a link to an off-site website. It could be a YouTube channel, it could be a link to a video, a link to a blog, a link to your website, and it's clickable. How many people knew that? Roland says, get viral fast. Must become associated with great streams, channels, and communities. If, as Nez say, you were producing consistently. Yes. Dom says, you know most things that I hear from Net. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Weird Heather. Dom says, Nez has helped me a lot. Thank you so much. Okay, need more subs. A conference like VidCon, do you feel like there is more value in the seminars or there's more value in the halls, networking for your personal? Okay, needs more subs. Definitely. There is 1,000,000,000% more value in the networking. I'll be honest with you. I was a little disappointed at VidCon, and I don't even know if I should be saying this because there's a lot of people in the community. There's a lot of people, in the video kind of universe who have a lot of respect and reverence for VidCon. I was kind of disappointed. The fact that I was able to hang out with Dee and Nick Nimmin, and the fact that I was able to hang out with Alex from Electric Car Channel, and the Two Buddy crew, that made the entire conference worth it. I did get to see Roberto speak for a little bit, which was kind of cool, but I got to be honest, some of the panels that I went to were lacking serious value. It was just kind of like, it was strange. Maybe I don't know, maybe I was having a bad day, but I felt definitely the value is in the networking, definitely. And I think most people will say the same thing when it comes to conferencing. I think most people will say the same thing, that when it comes to any conference, any kind of event that you go to, that the value, to quote my man Todd.live, the value is definitely in the hallway. It needs more subs. Absolutely. Flash says, I did not know that, but I'm doing it. Yeah, that's what's interesting about IGTV. I said this in my stream. It's an absolute gift for creators, but I'm just not getting it until I think the search engine becomes something. Now, I have been noticing a lot of people use hashtags in their description. So I don't know. I know hashtags on Instagram are absolutely monumental to get reach and to get engagement, to get your content exposed and viewed and in front of the right people. I was not using hashtags on IGTV in the description. And the way, so I think the way that IGTV, if there's really truly is competition for YouTube, which by the way, I think YouTube's going to be just fine. I don't think anybody's stopping YouTube. I think the only people who can stop YouTube is YouTube itself. I think if YouTube continues to throw these tiny little rocks, I don't call them huge rocks, but these tiny little rocks at creators where they just, I mean, the whole 4,000 hours and 1,000, it just, I don't mind the parameter. It's just the way they went about it. The way they went about it was kind of like, ugh, like, why you got to come at me like that? It just didn't feel personable or warm. It just felt like, hey, you, screw you, see you later, hasta la pasta. I think the only thing that's going to stop YouTube may be a self-destructive mechanism that YouTube destroys themselves. I don't think it's going to have anything to do with another platform. So take that for what you think it's worth, and we'll see what happens. But I don't think I think the one thing that's going to make IGTV comparable to YouTube is the search function. That's what I think. If they can up their search game, holy macadamia nut, watch out, YouTube. Sethi says, still early days, not seeing any creators having the reach I would expect them to have. Time will tell. Exactly. Yes. Weird Heather says, hanging out with Nick and Dee. Oh my God, Heather, it like saved the entire conference. I had so much fun. If you go to my IGTV channel and you flip to the early videos, because I literally did the entire vlog at VidCon all on my IGTV channel because, you know, it just was brand new and I was excited. And we did this cool, we hung out, we were laughing, just totally just hanging out, giggling, being silly, being stupid. We played with some VR tools. They were making fun of me because I wouldn't jump off the plank. I mean, just cool shit. You got to go check out my IGTV channel. It was just absolutely awesome. Sethi says too mainstream. What's too mainstream? IGTV is too mainstream? I don't think at this time. Flash says, I don't think at this time I have the time for IG. Yeah, see, that's another thing too. You know, I love my tubes to the U. I love you guys. I love the community here on YouTube. Like, it's not necessarily about the platform. It's the communities on Instagram, which again is an important place to establish your personal brand. You have to have a presence on Instagram. I really, truly believe that. But the community on Instagram, there's a lot more spamming on Instagram. And there's just such a beautiful community on YouTube with you guys. I absolutely love you guys. There's such a great community on LinkedIn. I would have to say, I mean, it's funny that Instagram and Facebook owns Instagram. Even on Facebook, the community is not quite the same as it is on YouTube. And it's funny, the communities that flourish, at least for me, on Facebook are somehow tied to YouTube. Isn't that funny? Isn't that interesting? So Instagram, there's still room for growth. There's still room for things to happen on Instagram. And I still love the discoverability of Instagram with hashtags, which I think is what Snapchat's demise was, or not their demise. I mean, they're not dead by any means, but I don't think that they're really, they're not building on that discoverability for creators, I think as much. And I'm sure they're working on some things though. Sethi says it would have made sense to implement it for new channels rather than sending out the blank email to everyone. YouTube is still huge and not going anywhere. IGTV will be a very different environment. Yeah, I find it hard to even really compare the two. I think it was just for drama. People were making such a big deal out of it. I think the best example is probably the Nimmin brothers. Yeah, I think Nick's doing some great stuff. I haven't seen a lot of D stuff. Nick's doing some really cool storytelling on IGTV. You guys should all go check out Nick Nimmin's IGTV channel for sure. Needs more subs. I feel like I can feel YouTube saying we don't ever want to staff up to deal with our volume. We want computer learning to take care of everything. Yeah. Well, I mean, of course, streamline, right? Automation. You know, they're a business. You got to understand this, guys. I do a lot of big business consulting. People still don't get this. It should always be about the humans. It should always be about the people. But a business acts like a business, and a business wants to it's a self-preserving organism. So how do you self-preserve and how do you flourish? The key to running a business is you got to make money and you got to reduce costs. It just comes down to those two things. You got to increase revenue and you got to reduce costs, or one or the other. Sometimes reducing costs equals increasing revenue and vice versa. So yeah, of course they definitely want to streamline their process and automate things. Sethi, the mainstream was a question about VidCon. The mainstream was a question about VidCon. Did you find it too mainstream to appeal to content craving creators? Yeah, that's really interesting. It did feel like VidCon was more of like a Nickelodeon kids influencers, Liza Koshy kind of extravaganza, whereas Vid Summit, which I went to last year and I'm planning on going to this year, was more business oriented, more creator oriented, more how can you grow, how can you flourish, don't get me wrong, there was a couple panels I went to at VidCon that were actually really interesting. There was a company that was talking about monetizing video I thought was really interesting. I can't remember the name of the company, but it was really interesting. They had these young creators, a lot of talk about Instagram at VidCon, believe it or not. There was it seemed like more talk about Instagram than there was YouTube. And IGTV just hit that day. So it wasn't like this was, had been around for a while, but they were talking a lot about monetization on Instagram. So it was really interesting because we all know it. Video. Video is the predominant form of communication in the 21st century, bar none. I've said it a million times. I'm going to say it again. And the barrier to entry is nil. It's zero. You don't need a DSLR camera. You don't need a fancy boom mic. You literally have everything in your pocket. That's all the tech that you really truly need. Quality will always surpass the tech barriers or the tech impediments. So yeah, I agree, Sethi. There was a little bit of that kind of mainstream. It was really like kid oriented, really fanfare, sort of paparazzi-ish. We want to meet our favorite YouTubers and a lot of screaming and yeah. Thank you, Dom. IGTV is just amazing for getting your personal brand out there. Yeah, it's I think IGTV. I need to kind of hack it more. I need to kind of create more there. And I love what Flash said. Flash said something brilliant, and this is I think what every creator has problems with is too many places, too many places, too many places. I think it's really important to be on all of these places, but I also think that you need to focus on where your strengths are. You need to focus on where your audience is and cater to that audience full steam ahead, and you're going to win. But I don't buy this theory that no, you shouldn't be on Instagram until you've fully dominated YouTube. Or no, you shouldn't be on Twitter until you fully dominate on Facebook or vice versa or what. I think that's ridiculous, that thought process. Yeah, there's such a thing as focus. There's such a thing as tunnel vision. Then there's such a thing as just like you're losing out on these free distribution channels. You got to understand this, guys. If somebody's willing to put you out there for free, you don't have to pay for Instagram. You don't have to pay for Facebook. You don't have to pay for YouTube. You don't have to pay for Twitter. You don't have to pay for LinkedIn. This is insane. It's like having a free, like IGTV. I said this in an interview. Somebody interviewed me on their podcast to talk about IGTV. I said this. It's literally, if you really think about what IGTV is and what YouTube is, it's like a free television network for creators. Here you go. Here's an entire television network. We have 1 billion monthly actives, and you have a great opportunity to reach a lot of them if you do it right and you do it consistently and you cater to your audience. That's insane. That's just insane. Heather says, tell me about it. Fed up people trying to sell me Beachbody on demand on Instagram. Wouldn't that be nice? Beachbody on demand. I would love that. That's right. Of the business, don't make money, then you're going to be in trouble. Dom says, that's right. Of the business. Yeah. Hey, Hicks Video. Good to see you, Hicks. All right. Awesome. Hicks Video he's a great video producer. Hey, Hicks, let me just throw this out here. Hey, Nick Connor's in the house. Good to see you, Nick. All right, fantastic. Hey, you guys, hey, Hicks, we're talking about growing. We're talking about video. We're talking about IGTV. What are your thoughts? Everybody, this goes to everybody. Hicks, what is Robert Hicks, right? If I'm correct, I think it's Robert. I might be wrong. I apologize. What are your thoughts on IGTV? What are your thoughts on the video landscape? I just hit an amazing milestone of 900 subs. I'm going to get to 900,000 subs. And I didn't actually talk about this while I'm asking that question. I didn't actually talk about this. So I said consistency is key. I said that you don't need fancy schmancy equipment or tech gear. I don't think you need that, especially when you're starting out. Now, I still use very primitive video gear. I have a very fancy audio gear, but I'm still using your kind of run-of-the-mill video gear and editing equipment too. But because I'm getting more and more and just falling in love and wanting to expand and evolve as a creator, I'm definitely looking into, some more advanced equipment. And that's fine. That's okay. I'm just saying, I don't think you need that to start out with. I think if you have something that's worth saying that an audience needs to hear, literally just use your phone. Literally just use whatever you have in front of you and you will win. A lot of these platforms, I said it with IGTV, but people made fun of vertical video. The reason why IGTV did vertical video is because they know that's how 90% of consumers on that platform, and maybe even all over the world, are consuming their content through this vertical video fashion. And it made sense for them to go vertical, because why disrupt? The key is you want to be frictionless. You want to be frictionless. Thank you, Nick. Sethi says, As the live stream continues, more and more people join. I'm reminded of something you discussed with. Oh, yeah. Continue that thought, Sethi. Hicks says YouTube dominates for search and reach. I focus on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, then chop 10-minute segments to LinkedIn. Oh, that sounds very familiar. That sounds very familiar. Good job, Hicks. That's exactly what I do. Weird Heather, think there's a tipping point where if you apply consistency for long enough, the momentum takes over, and that's where the overnight success, yes, air quotes, overnight success part happens. Yes. So this is what's really interesting. So Sethi, the other day about long streams and Twitch and the sweet spot being to it. With IGTV, 10 minutes seems perfect for vertical and handheld mobile viewing. Yes, absolutely, Sethi. Very well said. Don't you guys love the Nez Nation audience? Look at this smart, intelligent, beautiful, gorgeous, sophisticated audience. I love you. I want to say this, and I want to say this again, and I want to re-emphasize this. I truly, with every fiber of my being, appreciate you guys immensely. I love you guys. You guys rock. You guys inspire me. And yes, Nez Nation needs for subs. You guys, and by the way, I'm gonna make. Actually, you know what, Sethi, you need to be a mod status, because Sethi has been a huge mover and shaker and a huge participant and contributor to the Nez Nation. So congratulations, Sethi. You are now a mod. I just love you guys. I love how sophisticated, and I love how intelligent, and I love the realness. That's something I didn't say. Thank you, Dom. That's something I didn't say too. People can smell it cooking when you're disingenuous. People can, if you're just sort of manufacturing, all these ingredients, because you can talk about analytics, you can talk about thumbnails, you can talk about meta tags, you can talk about keyword optimization, you can talk about SEO. But if you don't believe in what you're talking about, if you don't believe in what you're sharing with your audience, I'm telling you right now, you're done. You're finished. The biggest growth factor for me, the biggest growth factor, I think, if you ask anybody who's successful, is capital A, authenticity. You got to be you. And you got to bring your personality. Don't try to be Nick Nimmin. Don't try to be, Tim Schmoyer. Don't try to be, any of these guys and gals. Don't try to be, Amy Landino, or don't try to be Pat Flynn or Gary Vee. You got to bring your own flavor. You got to bring your own personality, and you got to go all in. Don't be restrained. And don't worry, when you're doing live streams, here's another tip for live streams: make as many mistakes as possible. I've actually done analytics on this. When you make mistakes, engagement goes like this. Vertical engagement goes like that. The mistakes make you more real. People are sick and tired of corporate culture, salesy, infomercial crap, which is why I think building your personal brand on these platforms is the way to make money, y'all. If you're really in it for that. I'm not trying to monetize my audience. I'm doing fine doing what I'm doing with my coaching, consulting business, with my agency. I'm doing fine with my online business. That's fine. I just love building community. I love doing this. It's in my blood. It's in my DNA. I'm a writing professor at heart. I'm a teacher at heart. My dad was a professor. My grandfather started the very first charter school in the country. It's in my blood. It's what I love to do. You guys get me cooking. You guys make me come alive. I need you, actually, probably more than you need me. If you really want to know the honest to God's truth, I need you way more than you need me. Fez is in the house. Good to see you, Fez. Thank you so much. Absolutely, Sethi. Thank you. Hicks says YouTube has done a fantastic job of integrating with TV apps and devices. Yes. Plus, it's not a walled garden. God, Hicks Video, you're in the house. I'm so glad you're here. How many people, I want to ask you guys in the chat, how many people here watch most of your YouTube videos on a TV or other device besides your mobile or your laptop? I'm going to tell you right now, I watch my Casey Neistat. I watch my Philip DeFranco. I watch that all on my TV. And I said this, and I'm not trying to brag here. Please don't take this the wrong way. I said this 3 years ago in a keynote speech I gave at Brandman University. I said cable is done. I said cable is going to be finished. I think that these platforms like Netflix, Hulu, YouTube TV, all these apps, I will tell you right now, I cut the cord. Me and my family cut the cord probably 2.5 years ago, 2 years ago, 2016. Actually, around this same time, 2016, we cut the cord. We have our Fire Stick, we have our Hulu, we have our Netflix. The kids watch YouTube. They watch all their cartoons, all their stuff on YouTube and Hulu too. There's no need to pay $300 a month for channels I'm never going to watch. There's just no need. Do you guys agree with me on that? How many people here have cut the cord? Weird Heather says iPad. Okay, nice. Dom says on my laptop. Needs More says I'm a desktop Luddite. Nice. Needs More subs. YouTube on TV, however, streams on mobile. Very cool. Sethi says, could do without my Netflix. I don't know, dude. I mean, there's a lot of crap on Netflix, but there's some pretty cool shows like Stranger Things, and I love Black Mirror. I think Black Mirror has unbelievable modern storytelling. To me, it reminds me of the Twilight Zone when I was a kid. A lot of you guys might not know what the Twilight Zone is, but I love it. Roland says, no cable for a decade. Wow, Roland. I love me some TV. Don't get me wrong. I love watching TV, laying down once in a while and watching TV or watching a stupid movie or what have you. But no cable for a decade. Roland, no wonder. Roland is much more beyond the scope of all the rest of us. Roland is definitely much more sophisticated and much more advanced. I don't know. I couldn't do a decade. I don't know how you did that. Hicks Video says, the two-screen experience is so much fun and interactive. I watch 80% of my YouTube videos on my big screen via Apple TV. Oh, yeah. I would definitely say the same for me. I would definitely say the same for you. Thank you, Fez. Fez, we're also live on YouTube as well. If you want to come over to YouTube, talking to Fez over on IG. He's on Instagram right here. You guys can see I'm live on Instagram right here as well. You guys can see that, how meta this is. Oh, yeah. You're talking to a live stream dog right here. You're talking to a live stream dog, y'all. You know me, I'm a live stream nut job. I love this platform. Needs More sub says no cable for a decade here also. Are you serious? Wow. Dom says, to be honest, we all watch different things on different devices. Yes, Roland, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Redbox. Redbox. Is Redbox still around? Redbox is when you go to the grocery store, right? And you just pick out a movie? Do they still have that? But Roland, you're in like Canada, aren't you, Roland? Look at Weird Heather. I don't watch TV anymore, just YouTube. Sethi says, cut the cord 10 years ago. Whoa. I am so, like, you guys are way, way more advanced than I am. Here I am thinking that most of you guys still had cable. I actually thought when I asked that question, most of you guys were going to say that you still had cable, but I am shocked right now. That's pretty amazing. Wowzer, Mauser. Yeah, I mean, I think, don't you guys think, here's the thing about technology too. Technology never goes backward. It always goes forward. It never, ever goes backwards. So that is just insane. That is absolutely awesome. I love the comments that we're getting here. So how to get 900 subscribers, how to get 900,000 subscribers, how to get 900 million subscribers. I think it's all the same. Don't let the equipment get in your way in the beginning. Get started. Get very, very consistent. Don't worry if your first 100, 200, 300, 500 videos suck. It's okay. They're going to get better and better and better and better with each one that you do. Dom, I hope you're paying attention to this specifically. Dom, how old are you? You're like 13, 15? You're a part of the Nez Nation group, Nez Nation family. Dom, probably our youngest member. Yeah, good job, Dom. So don't worry about if they suck. They're supposed to suck. Everybody's first 100, 200 videos sucked. So don't worry about that. Keep watching Professor Nez. Keep watching Nick Nimmin. Keep watching these creators who are doing amazing stuff, and you'll get better and better and better and better. Keep watching Casey Neistat. Keep watching these unbelievable creators, and you'll see how visual storytelling is not that tenuous. It's not that distant from you. And then as you get cooking, as you get better and better at your craft, I think that's when you can start looking at equipment upgrades. Okay. I think that's where you can. And when I say equipment upgrades, I mean going into the 400, 500 mark for each one of your setups, like lighting. I bought lighting, a couple years ago, a camera, audio equipment, those kind of things are needed. But again, consistency is huge. Knowing your audience, And then the last thing that I think is bigger than anything, besides equipment, besides consistency, besides knowing your audience, besides understanding the platform, besides understanding the characteristics of each platform, go all in on you. Capital Y U. Hey, Stephanie's in the house. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? How are you? Go all in on you. That is, I see this so much. So many people try to be like somebody else. There is never going to be another Stephanie Lou. There's only one Stephanie Lou. Stephanie's over here on Instagram right now. Happy Sunday. Good to see you. How are you doing? So glad to have you. What a nice surprise. I doubt that's true, but I appreciate it. Stephanie is being an absolute sweetheart. Most things I've learned are from Professor Nez. Ditto. I can return the compliment. Stephanie is an unbelievable live streamer, unbelievable content creator. She runs her own agency. She's just a rock star, and we're so honored to have you part of the Nez Nation broadcast. You rock, Stephanie. Thank you so much. You can't be Stephanie Lou. You can't be Professor Nez. And boy, you don't want to be like Professor Nez. Trust me. You can't be like any of these creators. You can't be Casey Neistat. Don't try to be like Gary Vee. Don't try to be like, Liza Koshy. As you know, now there's nothing wrong, because there is the anxiety of influence. There's nothing wrong with being inspired by these creators and being influenced by these creators. But guys, I'm telling you right now, the only way you want to know my Professor Nez's KPI, you want to know the number one pillar to my success, is that I have just understood what was inside my chest, and I completely embraced that. I understood fully what was beating in this chest, and I just dove head first, because people can tell. I say this all the time. When I do speaking gigs and I see people who are trying to fool their audience, it just blows my mind. I say this to my students. I say this to my clients. And I know Stephanie knows this. She is genuine as they come. Your audience can smell it. They can smell that fragrance of disingenuousness. If you are not honest with your audience, if you underestimate your audience, they're going to smell that cooking, y'all. And your longevity is done. You might be able to fool them in the short term. You might be able to fool them in the early goings, because you think, well, hey, I'm just going to do this and I'm just going to fake it till I make it. I hate fake it till I make it. I think fake it till you make it is the worst advice on the entire planet. You don't need to fake anything to make it. Okay, you don't need to do that. You need to practice. You need to fail as much as possible, because failure is the greatest teacher on earth. And don't give up. The difference between successful people and most other people is, it's not that the successful people, there's nothing special about Professor Nez. I'm not original. There's nothing special about me. I just keep going. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to get 900 million subscribers. I'm going to get 2 billion subscribers. I know it. I feel it in the marrow of my bones. And the only differentiator is that I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going. Period. And you can too. That's the absolute key. That is the absolute key. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys rock. Hicks said the downside to YouTube and Facebook is the political suppression. It's very real for conservatives. We need a blockchain-based platform that is decentralized. Oh gosh, Hicks, that's a whole different show. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Thank you. You guys rock over on IG. How have you been doing on IGTV, Stephanie? We were talking about IGTV earlier. How are you been doing? We're really, I was so pumped up in the early goings, and not to say that I'm not still pumped up, but I'm still a little bit kind of lately I've been kind of what am I need to try to hack this more, because I'm not getting the kind of engagement that I usually get on Instagram. So, interesting. Yeah, I'd love your thoughts. Stephanie rocks. You guys should go check out Stephanie Lou. Roland says Redbox on-demand streaming. Yes, thank you. Hicks says Peter McKinnon and Jordan Peterson are my favorite YouTubers. Interesting. Very cool. Sethi says an attempt at blockchain. Okay, Weird Heather. Tony Robbins told a story before about when he started playing golf and how a few millimeters was the difference between. Oh, Weird Heather. Everybody listen to what Weird Heather just said. Beautiful, beautiful comment. Oh, Weird Heather, I'm so glad you're a part of the Nez Nation tribe. I love it. I love you guys so much. You guys rock. It's so interesting. Look at this, guys. So Stephanie just jumped in on IGTV about 5 minutes ago. I'm sorry, IGTV. It's on the brain. She just jumped in on the live stream on IG not that long ago. And I was just talking about this. This is so interesting. Stephanie just said, test out different hashtags and stories to see what drives views. I remember how we were talking about this. Stephanie, you're a genius. We were just talking about this earlier, guys. Remember, I've been noticing, paying attention, people using hashtags in their description on IGTV. I haven't used one hashtag in any of my IGTV videos. So guess who's pumped up and excited now? See how much you can learn from the Nez Nation audience. You guys, Stephanie is just absolutely crushing it. Beautiful. Thank you so much for that. That's where I think, guys, we should start to really experiment. The description. And by the way, maybe Stephanie didn't know this. Stephanie, did you know that you can actually link to websites, videos, blogs on your IGTV and it's clickable? We were talking about this. This is something that I learned from Gary Cantrell, who is an unbelievable member of Nez Nation. You can actually post clickable links that take you off Instagram in your IGTV description. So, oh yeah. So for example, and I didn't do this before this live stream on YouTube, but if I wanted to go on IGTV and say, hey guys, I'm about to go live in about 5 minutes and I'm going to talk about how you can grow. I just hit the milestone, 900 subscribers on YouTube. I'm going to discuss how you too can grow on YouTube. If you're a small channel, click the link in the description. I can leave a link to this live stream in my IGTV. Okay, Weird Heather, I didn't forget about you. What a brilliant comment by Weird Heather. Tony Robbins told the story before. Tony Robbins is the great motivational speaker, billionaire, business consultant. When he started playing golf and how a few millimeters were the difference between failure and success. OMG. Yep. Because I think there's a propensity to look at these guys, right? You look at people like Stephanie Liu, and you're like, I can never do what she does. She's amazing. She's a rock star. She's an absolute master of her craft. And you see these people like Tony Robbins, you see these people and you're like, my gosh, that could never be me. You got to get over that mindset, guys. Of course, you don't want to be them. That's the key. You don't want to be them. You got to be you. But the position that they're in is so tenable. It is very tenable. Stephanie says, tag other people too on your stories about IGTV and then they can share your stories. Not sure if that click works when they share. Oh, very, very cool. It says I have 1 minute and 30 left on IG. So my IG live stream is about to end. So if you guys want to come join us on YouTube, there's the pinned link on Instagram. We're going back on YouTube. As a matter of fact, I'm probably not going to be on YouTube that much longer either. But this is such an amazing chat. I wasn't really even planning on going longer than 30 minutes, but you guys just rock. You get me so inspired and pumped up. But this thing's going to end in about 60 seconds. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, Fez. Thank you, everybody who joined on IG. Come on over. You're more than welcome. Come on over to YouTube and continue the chat if you're interested. If not, we love you, Nez Nation. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Okay, Instagram. Come on over. It's about to end right now. See you there. YouTube.com/Professor Nez. You guys rock. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Okay, so Heather, that is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Hicks says, yes, Steemit and DTube are good first attempts. I like the all in on you. Let's push the hashtag when we're out and about. Yes, Sethi. Exactly. I love it. DTube. Now, what's DTube? That sounds familiar. Spoken as a true educator. Hey, Dom's back. Good to see you. What about that sweet spot? Wait a minute. What sweet spot? What was I talking about earlier? I got distracted with turning IG off. Sweet spot. Now you got me thinking about sweet spot. I use Steemit. Flash in your pan. Flash in your pan is still in the house. Flash, by the way, guys, go check out Flash's channel. Flash does amazing stuff in live streaming, and his channel is just rocks. So go check out Flash if you have a chance. Consistency. Practice. Fail as much as possible. Dom, specifically to you I'm talking to, because Dom's only 13, 15. Fail as much as possible. And Dom, you ask me questions all the time. How can I get better at live streaming? You get better by doing. You get better by getting in that saddle, falling down 50 million times until finally one day when you're just like, wow, I'm in the zone. It's the greatest feeling on earth when you're creating And you guys know this. Most of you guys in the audience know this. Weird Heather, Sethi, all you guys, Hicks Video, Needs More Subs, Roland, Flash. You guys know this. Dom. You guys all know this. When you get into that zone and you're just feeling it and everything feels like butter and you're cruising and it's not even you anymore. It's like you feel possessed by the creator, the divine creator working through you. It's the greatest feeling on earth, but that takes a lot of work. You can't sit around and wait for inspiration. That takes a lot of work. You got to understand this, y'all. You have to understand this. Oh, I love this, Flash. I love this. Flash says, no such thing as failure, just closer to success. Yeah, you're good at it too, Flash. Yes, Weird Heather, flow state. Absolutely. That flow state. Athletes call it, I'm in the zone and all that. Yeah, absolutely, Weird Heather. It's almost like I feel possessed when that happens. When I'm on stage giving a speech, when I'm in front of a class giving a lecture, when I'm in a live stream like this and things are cooking, or I'm in a video and everything is just kind of effortless. It's this effortlessness. It took me years, y'all. It took me years to get to this level. And I'm not even close to the level I think I can be. I still think I have such mass potential to just get better and better and better and better. And I know I'm going to get there. I'm not worried. So when I said how to get to the title of this video, how to get to 900 subscribers, the actual numerics are completely obsolete. They're completely moot. And I joke around and I say, I'm not actually joking. I know I'm going to get to 900,000. I know I'm going to get to 900 million subscribers. I know it. It's going to happen. And I'm patient. I got nothing to worry about. But it's not about that. It's about just, even if it's just 5 people or 20 people, or I mean 50 people, it's not about that. It's about the community. You can never replace Sethi, Heather, Dom, Flash, Roland, Hicks Video, Needs for Subs. You can never replace this wonderful crew, this wonderful community. If somebody said, we're going to give you 900 million subs, but you can never have this type of community again. Wait a minute, I have to think about it. No, I'm kidding. It's a joke. If somebody said, everybody's like, wait a minute. If somebody said to me, we're going to give you 900,000 subs right now, but you can never have this type of community again, in a heartbeat, I would say, forget that. Because I'll get there with the right people. Do you know how many people have come to me, by the way, guys, and said, hey, Nez, you're the kind of channel that deserves 100,000 followers on Instagram, 100,000 subs on YouTube. The type of content you put out is just monumental. Here, why don't you just do this and do all these kind of gaming the system and buying likes? And I'm not interested. I'm truly not interested. Because there's no value in having 100,000 likes and followers if only 1 or 2 of them comment and actually engage. Like, look at this. I'm on a Sunday, and look at how much engagement I have in the chat. Look how many people. I didn't even announce this live stream. Didn't even promote this live stream. I just wanted to go live. I honestly thought I was going to go for maybe 20, 30 minutes and just say thank you, guys. Thank you for being a part of the Nez Nation community. Thank you for bringing more humanness to this digitalness. And we're just like thriving. We're partying right now. I absolutely love it. Sethi, how to get to 900,000. All in on you. There you go. Perfect. I love it. That's exactly right. Thank you, Flash. Thank you so much. Sethi says, I've put content creation on a hold for a month, but as soon as we're back, I've jotted down hundreds of ideas. Nice. Weird Heather, wish I felt that way in live streams. I'm usually sweating and tense. Hey, Weird Heather, here's great advice. Needs more subs. Thank you so much for the smiley faces. Engagement actually drives subscriber growth. Yeah, well said, needs more subs. Organic views and subs are the best. I agree, Flash. Tom Willis is in the house. Is this where the girls are? Okay, guys, be prepared because here comes trouble. Mr. Willis is in the house, AKA his middle name is Danger and Trouble. He's a troublemaker, y'all. Good to see you, Tom. How the hell are you? Hey, Tom, for the love of God, do something, will you? Weird Heather, don't be offended by Tom. He's just a simpleton. And he can't help himself. But Weird Heather, I want to talk about this, and I think this applies to Dom as well. And a lot of people who are watching this. Weird Heather says, wish I felt that way. I'm usually sweating and tense. So guess what? Be tense and sweat. I do a lot of public speaking coaching, and I'm a business writing professor at Cal State Fullerton, so I help people with their speeches. I get so nervous. I get so nervous. Remember how I talked about this? Weird Heather, I would love for you to go check out. I have a video. God, I feel like I'm like, here's check it in the cards. I'm doing a video right now. I have it in the video in my playlist. Go check out. It's in my Mindset Mastery playlist. I think the number one thing holding you back from creating content, it deals with exactly what you're talking about. And I tell my public speaking students all the time, let the nerves be there. Don't fight the nerves. Let the tenseness be there. Who gives an F? You're tense. The key to it is being real. That's the key. If you're real and tense, if you're real and sweaty, if you're real and nervous, if you're real and having a panic attack, beautiful, all the better. And here's the beautiful thing about doing live. You can tell your audience how you truly feel, because the number one thing you want to avoid is fake it till you make it. The number one thing you want to avoid is faking anything when it comes to a live stream. Right? I mean, I just sneezed. I would never do this in a recorded video. I sneezed about 10, 15 minutes ago. I said, excuse me, I have to sneeze. And I left it in there. I probably could have muted my mic. At least I think I could. I could have muted my mic, but I didn't. I kept it in there because it's real. So I sneeze. I sneeze in class all the time. It happens. I'm a professional troll. You could say that again, Tom, amongst many other things. If I can deal with my boss, I can deal with Tom. Yes. Hey, I have no doubt that Tom can't rattle the Nez Nation chat. I have no doubt. Tom can rattle many a live stream chats, but not this one. Tom, we're not afraid of you. Bring it. Needs More Sub says there's a huge and obvious difference between channels that have concentrated only on one stat, like subscriber growth, versus channels that have grown their engagement, full channel growth. Very well said. Beautiful mod comments from Sethi and Needs More Subs. Needs More Subs, you have no idea how much I appreciate you. I really, really appreciate you. You rock. That is why you're a mod. You've earned your mod status. Flash says, it will, if you fake a myopic view of ourselves, we really are hypercritical about ourselves. You may think that your audience notices that trickle of sweat, notice that little hand shaking like this, notices your pit stain, or notices your voice cracking. Nobody notices jack. Most people, when they're in the audience listening to you give a speech, they just want you to do a good job. They're rooting for you. They're focusing on what you're actually saying, your content. Nobody notices these little things that guy inside your head. Okay, everybody has one of these guys. I call him the eternal doubter. That little guy inside your head whose favorite word is can't. Everybody listening and watching right now, you've got to give that dude the pink slip. You got to fire this dude ASAP. That dude has been dominating your lives for far too long. Fail. Who cares? Be a human being more. There's no such thing as perfection. You're not going to have a perfect live stream. You're not going to have a perfect video. You're not going to have a perfect subscriber count. You're not going to have a perfect, tweet. You're not going to have a perfect grammatically correct blog and article all the time. You're not going to have the perfect engagement. It's impossible. It's just not going to happen. Content is king. Yes, Tom. Content is king, especially in this day and age where building your personal brand is just monumental. I shared this stat on another live stream that 93% of employers, never mind brands and businesses and consumers, of employers, the first place they go is they Google you to find out what your presence is like online. 93%. That's pretty much everybody, y'all. So if you Google Professor Nez, a lot of dope stuff is going to come up. What's going to happen when they Google you? What's going to happen when they Google you? Hopefully your awesome YouTube content. Hopefully a blog you wrote. Hopefully your website, your own platform, right? It's huge. So keep going, keep being rubbish, and eventually I'll be rocking it. Weird Heather. I love it. The truth. We need a little punch in the face of reality. Yes. Stop with the mushy talk, Nez, and just get right to it. I think that if you truly care, Weird Heather, I think rubbish is your own self sort of interpretation. I think if most people saw you, and if you were truly just kind of just being real and just being honest, I think that it can't be rubbish. I think it's impossible to be rubbish. And guess what? Even if it is, which is really subjective, yes, I think that as Thomas Jefferson's hero, the great philosopher John Locke once said, okay, I think Thomas Jefferson has the greatest command of the English language that ever lived. And yes, I know Shakespeare wrote in English. I still think Thomas Jefferson has the greatest command of the English language that ever lived. His influence, his biggest inspiration was John Locke, the great philosopher. John Locke said the greatest experience. I'm sorry, let me back up. Let me retract. John Locke, Thomas Jefferson's hero and mentor and idol, said the greatest teacher on earth is experience. I say this to my students: the greatest classroom is not Professor Nez's classroom. The greatest classroom is life. So, absolutely, absolutely. Heather, you're way smart and intelligent. You just want reinforcement. Heather, you're way too smart. You know this to be true. You know that you need to just keep doing it. Half finished. I like that, Sethi. Thank you. Half finished, in development, alpha, beta. That's so good. It needs more subs. It's so hot in here, I had to ditch my headphones. Oh, thank you so much. Needs more subs. Your low tones radio voice through the subwoofers in my amp. Hey, thank you. That's really cool. You have to send me a recording of that, or send me a screenshot, or well, it can't be a screenshot, I guess, but send me a screen recording of that. I'd love to hear that. Tom, glad I'm retired. I would get fired quick. Oh my God, Tom, you wouldn't survive as a Walmart greeter with your personality, Tom. Flash in your pan. Find a lawyer from the 1800s. Or find my FBYT and website. Oh, Flash, I love it. Sethi, thank goodness the internet wasn't this big when I was in my teens. Goodness, my online footprint would have been awful. Yeah, you could say that again. That is definitely true. Definitely true. But you know what? A lot of people, the internet's been around since, a lot of people don't know this, but the internet has been around for a long time. Now, it didn't really start to take off until the 90s, like 95, when AOL came out and all that. If you've published something online, more likely it's there. I mean, I try to hold my clients to the grindstone and hold them to the fire. And when they tell me they have a great online presence, I'll Google them right in front of them, and I'll say, "You call that a great online presence? There's a picture of you throwing up on the steps of a frat party." That's not going to look good to an employer. That's not going to look good to a brand that wants to do business with you. So personal branding is literally taking control back, taking control over your online presence and how you're perceived. It's taking control over the messaging. That's what it is. That's why you should start creating as much as possible and producing it and publishing it and not worrying about if it's rubbish, because I guarantee you it's not as rubbish as you think it is. It may still be rubbish, but it won't be as rubbish as you may think it is. Okay. I promise you that. MSN sounds, anyone? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Boy, get off the net. I need to make a call. Exactly. Yeah, I remember that. I remember when I was you guys remember that? I remember I had like something coming in and it took forever with the dial up, right? And then my dad would pick up the phone and I'd be like, "Dad, I was almost downloading this cool art." Remember how long it took to download an article or download something from the web? Oh, the good old days. Okay, you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being a part of Nez Nation. Thank you so much. I left a link to the Facebook group. I want Weird Heather in there. It's a closed group, but if you go to facebook.com/groups/Nez Nation, okay, you can definitely become a part. It is the ultimate personal branding Facebook group where we inspire, we bring more humanness to this digitalness. And so, not hit the 2 hours yet. That's on Twitch, not on YouTube. I got kids. I got to get going. Sethy. Sethy's going to hold me to it. But you know what? I am pretty inspired. I don't know how Nick does it. I'm really, really blown away. Like the Nimmin brothers, the Nimminati, they go for like 6, 7 hours. I mean, that's That to me is the mark of somebody who's single. There's no way a family man can do a 6-hour live stream. So, yeah, if I was single, I could probably do 10 hours. But no, when you're a family person, you got kids, you got a wife, you got a mortgage, you got adult stuff happening in the world here. Not to say that, he doesn't have adult stuff going on, but being single makes eons of difference. Absolutely. Yes, Weird Heather, we definitely need you in there. We definitely need you in there. Sethi, thank you so much. Tom, gotta go. There's some old ladies. I'm going to help them across the street. Tom, I hope you've subscribed to our YouTube channel. You need to subscribe right now and get those notifications because we want you in the chat every time. Thank you so much. Needs more subs. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? What I'll do is I'll set aside more time for the live streams if you guys want, because I would love to do this for longer. And you're not going to push them into the road, are you, Tom? Please, for the love of God, don't. I'll set aside some more time. And here's something I want to posit to you guys. Let me know what kind of live streams you would like to see from Nez. What would you like to see Nez Nation produce? What kind of topics? My YouTube, I'm going to pull my YouTube requirements. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss a thing. Yeah, Flash, you got to get in there. Facebook.com. Can I pin this? I can pin this, right? Oh, it doesn't pin. Okay, so I just put the link, facebook.com/groups/Nez Nation. You need to be in that group for sure, Flash. Absolutely, you do. And Tom, we'll let you in there as well. Only if you're good. I'd like to see you as the color guy during Women's Beach. The color commentator. That would be awesome. I could totally pull that off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Venice Beach. We got a wing dinger for you today. We've got the Thompson twins taking on Alberta and Luis. This looks to be a killer. Hear that audience roar. Crickets, crickets. I could totally pull that off. Oh, yeah. Sethi says, never get YouTube, but get Facebook's notifications for streams, though. Okay, very cool. You can pin in description. Thank you so much, Weird Heather. Needs more subs. Thank you so much. Weird Needs More Subs has the clickable link there. Thank you, Needs More Subs. Flash, I'm already on the notification squad. Nice. Okay, you guys. Tom, drool. Yeah, let me know. I would love for you guys to let me know. You could even send me a message or just leave a comment down below after the video is published. After the stream is published, let me know what you would like to see in the next couple of streams, because you know me, I'm going to be bringing it with the live streaming on YouTube. I did just publish a video recently that was just an actual YouTube video on how to do well in an interview. But let me know, because the focus for the Nez Nation group is all about personal branding. It's all about video creation. It's all about inspiring one another, building a culture, cultivating a community where we can just come and be more human, bringing more humanness to this digitalness. And just let me know what kind of streams you'd like to do, and I want to deliver them for you. And when I say deliver them for you, it's kind of strange when I say that, because you guys are the biggest part of the live stream. If not, you guys contribute maybe more than I do. I definitely think you do contribute more than I do in these live streams. So you guys being here, you guys being a part of Nez Nation is everything to me. It absolutely means everything to me. And I'm going to be publishing some shirts, some hashtag. See, I already got, hold on a second. Let me show you this. You guys know I usually wear, I'm not wearing it right now, but I usually wear my Nez Nation shirt. So let me know if you guys can see that. You see my Nez Nation shirt? Can you guys see that? Yeah, hashtag Nez Nation. So I'm going to be getting more shirts, and definitely available. I'm going to get more shirts, more Nez Nation shirts in different colors. I'll get a tank top for Tom. And okay, good, Flash. Yeah. It's a closed group, so I'll definitely approve you. Don't worry about it, Flash. I'll definitely approve you for sure. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea. That's really not a bad idea. Thank you, Weird Heather. That's actually really smart. I should send a couple Nez Nation shirts to D and Nick. That would be awesome. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to reach 900. And I can't wait to go all the way, and I can't wait for you guys to join me on this journey. I really appreciate every one of you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Go to facebook.com and get into the Nez Nation group. And as always, if you have anything that you want to add, I always come back and respond in the comments. Anything that maybe you came in your head at a later time and you want to leave it in the chat, please do so. I come and check out all the comments, and I'm so, so excited. Thank you so much, Josina. Thanks so much. You guys inspire me to continue the 30-day YouTube channel. Have a good day. Thank you, Josina. Good to see you. Hopefully you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you click subscribe and the bell notification. Every time we go live, you get this awesome community. You get this awesome community. Also, guys, I like Sundays. I really do like going live on Sundays. So let me know if the weekends work better for you. I want to pick a day and time. And this is just for my YouTube fam. Okay, this is just for you guys on YouTube, my wonderful Nez Nation community here on YouTube. I want to know what works best for you guys, what day and time. I would love for you to let me know about that as well. Okay, you guys? Couple of things just to look out for. New podcast episodes. If you're not already subscribed to Nez Nation Live, the Personal Branding 101 podcast, we're on iTunes, we're on Google Play, we're on Stitcher. You can hear the audio version of all these streams, the audio version of all my interviews. We're also on Instagram, obviously, Professor_Nez. We're on Twitter at Professor Nez. You know where we are. Just Google me. LinkedIn. Connect with me on LinkedIn. I love you guys. Hey, Sethi, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. New shirts. Hashtag all in on you. I like that. That's not a bad idea, Sethi. I back that. I co-sign that, my friend. I definitely co-sign that. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Sethi. Thank you, Needs More Subs. Thank you, Weird Heather. Thank you, Flash. Thank you, Dom. Thank you to everybody who joined. Tom, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Josina, Roland, you guys absolutely rock. Hicks Video. I just want to say thank you so much again. And thank you for continuing to watch. And thank you so much for subscribing. And this is Professor Nez signing off.